It didn't matter whether it was a hubcap, a flower, a bottle, or a portrait. We had to paint whatever there was. You know, a lot of people used to brand us as billboard painters, as sign painters, and it's not that way. They really teach us how to paint the classical way. We painted in oil, some of the best paint for oil that would last on the outdoors. The instructor that was teaching the class, his name was Mario Rueda, who is a legend in the billboard industry, and who was my mentor, who actually taught me how to paint big. And we painted just like the old masters did. You painted every day, and it's a 5-year apprenticeship. You just don't get up there and start painting the billboard. It's a different ballgame, painting small than painting big. It's a technique that you use in Impressionism because there's no really hard line, and things are going to be viewed from a distance, and that's when it all comes together. The artwork was already set for us, so in the beginning you go into the dark room and they project the image. They project it on paper on increments of 4 feet high. The standard size was 14 feet high by 48 feet across, and sometimes we had to do 20 feet high by 60 feet high. And then we project the image. After we project the image, then we would make the drawing. It's the same technique that Michelangelo actually used in the Sistine Chapel. He would make the drawing on paper, and his students would take pins and they would go all over the lines and punch little holes. Except ours, we had little prongs we call an electric pencil, and there was a mesh on the board. It was metal, and the paper was laid on top of that. And when we make contact with it, it would perforate little holes. And then afterwards, you take a little bag of charcoal called a pounce bag, and you pounce the lines, and you can trace as many billboards as you want with a pattern. Once the pattern has been taken to the studio, they would trace that, and then we would start painting from there. You have your artwork in front of you, and sometimes you can make a grid, you know, just to let you know where you are, and you just paint what you know. We knew exactly where to soften the line and how it's going to read from a distance. We had a studio where we had elevators, you know, where we sit there, and that was our domain. But there were times where we were sent out in the field and we had to paint outdoors. We're painting here SeaWorld, and this is way up in the air, and you're fighting the elements, and it's scary. You can't really see what you're painting, but you're painting what you know. And we only have this much room to view our work. We don't have the luxury to stand back and look at it. It's like flying by instrument. I looked at the street in Los Angeles, and I can with confidence say that the group of artists that we were there, we made a difference. It was an outdoor gallery. That's what it was, an outdoor gallery. That's the way I looked at it. There weren't signs. You only got seconds to look at a billboard when you're driving. Those were exciting billboards. I look at billboards today and I see magazine ads. Those images that were produced by computers were still hollow. It was something missing. It's a big difference between a painted billboard and something that's been generated by computer. I think it's something that comes within the artist. My life has been an adventure, really. It's not a normal life. I was born in Mexico, and I came here, and ever since I came here, it's been like an adventure to me, and my dreams actually came true.